So the furnace is heating up right now. We're going to start melting some metal, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to warm up, I'd like to show you guys a little bit about flasks and green sand. A flask is a container, I don't know really a better way to describe it, maybe a box that holds the sand and holds the mold inside of it. A flask consists of two parts. There's a cope and a drag, or a top and a bottom, and they fit together pretty much just like this. And I have the alignment pins on there, you can see, and what that does is it helps to align the flask and make sure that the two halves go back together only one way. So this is the flask, and that's assembled like that. Over here you can see the green sand. Now, it's called green sand not because of its color, obviously, but because of the fact that it's reusable. The sand that foundries use is recycled and used over and over again until there's no more life left in it, and they have machinery that sorts out the burnt, old, used sand that can't be used anymore, and that gets thrown away or sent off to a landfill. And then the other sand is run through what's called a sand muller, which basically grinds it down to a very, very fine texture. Now, this sand has not been mulled, but I do have a video on my channel. You can see what this green sand looks like after it's been sifted and mulled. But basically this sand is a combination of sand and clay with some other ingredients added to improve porosity or permeability, to allow the venting of gases and blah blah blah. We're making a simple video here, so we don't need to know all of that. But this sand is a very fine texture. When it's moistened, it sticks to itself, and it makes really nice material for making molds out of, because you place a pattern into the mold, you ram the sand in around it, you remove the pattern, and then the sand holds the shape of what the pattern was. So I don't know any better way to explain it, at least not offhand, but if you look at some of my other videos, I have examples of molding and making molds and pouring metal into them, so feel free to check those out. We're going to let this furnace heat up a little bit, and then we're going to start melting down some soda cans.